What's up, guys? Chad back here with you. Going to be doing a couple product reviews, and we're going to be starting off with the Dominator V2s right here. It's the winter months. Can't really get a lot of flying in, so it's the best time to buy stuff and try it out and see how you like it. Now, I got these for Christmas, so I was able to actually get out and use them a little bit. So between that and just messing around with them, doing some testing and everything like that, I think I can form an opinion on them. And my opinion is they're pretty freaking sweet. My deal is I never really got into the whole goggles thing. I didn't want to spend the money. I always liked the large screens, and I still do like my one screen that I use. Which is a 10-inch Lumineer. It's got the DVR and diversity and everything like that built into it. I like using that with my bigger quads. What really made me fall in love with these is my QAV 250. There's nothing like being strapped in with these goggles and flying around with one of those small quads. You just cannot, well, you can't fly them line of sight, first of all, and using the monitor is great and it's fun, but this is literally like as close to being in the cockpit as you can be. Couple things that I wanted to clear up that I've seen around the net. All of them now come with a battery. You can pick up a second one. The battery gets strapped in right here. The strap does go bad and gets loose. Mine's loose now, so a lot of people just take another Velcro strap and go over it like that. Battery plugs in there. It comes with a set of charging leads that you can use to plug into your charger, so you can charge everything up. They're 2S batteries, so they don't take that long. Up top is all of your controls, your channel controls, DVR controls and stuff. Right in here is where your SD card goes for the DVR. Just in case you didn't know, the Dominator V2s do come with a DVR, which is probably the best feature of them all. Now, the other thing that is pretty important is I was confused when I got these, and I still see on the internet that a lot of people still are, on whether or not if you use Bosscam or Foxtech, whether or not you can use Fatsharks. And you can. They make a module. This is the Next Wave RF 5.8 module, and this is for the beta bands, which is basically, I don't know what band it is, the E band or whatever they call it, whatever Bosscam and them run on, your generic 12-channel Bosscam receivers, if you didn't pony up the money for like a 32, that you can use them. And that's all I use because they're cheap, they're available everywhere. You can get them off of Amazon, you can get them, you know, everywhere. I got all this at Ready Made, of course, where I get like 99% of my stuff because I live so close and they're so awesome. There's a 1.3 module on the way for Next Wave. Probably a 2.4. I haven't looked for 2.4 because I don't have anything in 2.4. But I do know that there is a 1.3 on the way. You can run it in whatever configuration you want. It's a single module only. It's not diversity. So, you know, you can run, you know, a SpireNet type of deal, or, you know, whatever. I run Blue Beams usually, but I got these because they were a good price and they go right on to the Bosscam stuff. And let's see, what else was I going to say? This knob here controls your brightness and contrast, so you can always dial things up and down really easy when you're out in the field. Oh yeah, it was with the antennas. I usually use a 3-turn helical with the QAV. You know, it gives you pretty much 180-degree range. Probably, I think Ivy Crazy says it's like 130 to 140, but with your side bands, I'm pretty good up to about 180 degrees. So in the field I fly in, I basically can just point my head straight out there, and I'll just turn a little bit if stuff starts to happen. I did a little mod right here, cutting out some holes to try to keep them from fogging up. That doesn't work, so you can try it if you want to, but like I said, it does not work. Here's your diopter settings here, so you can match them up to the focus of each eye. I mean, that's, what else is there to say? Everybody knows that it comes with a great case. The field of view, a lot of people say that it's, you know, it's a narrow field of view. When you have them on, you don't know. You can't even tell. Like, I don't think I could even tell that what, I mean, I would like to see something on my, that would give me a 45 or 50-degree field of view. It'd be pretty wild. One of my first goggles I started out with was a pair of Hobby King Quantums, pretty much what everybody starts out with, I think, because they're $30. I hopped up with a better Fresnel lens and a better screen, but when you start strapping gear onto those things to try to make them into these, it just doesn't work. So I got rid of all that stuff and going with the Dominators here, and I won't turn back. I've never looked through any of the HDs, so I can't really comment how much better they are. But a lot of people say that, you know, since you really aren't streaming HD right now, you're just not going to see any difference, and I would have to agree. The DVR function is the most important thing you can get. The DVR in these alone has helped me find my QAB a couple times when I've went down, even, you know, in a big old field. That combined with OSD on some of my other quads, you know, you get your GPS coordinates and your DVR, and you can get right to it. So that's a really important thing. And besides that, I just really don't know what else to say. I mean, they're just great. Do I think they're overpriced? I mean, I think so. I think so. Like, I'm sure this technology didn't cost $450. You know, I mean, they feel nice. They're nice and solid and everything like that. But, you know, here in another year or two, there's no reason why something like this or better shouldn't be in the couple $100 range. I just don't understand their whole price point. I mean, I guess it's because when you blow out all your pre-orders and you got the market cornered, you can pretty much charge whatever you want to for them. But, you know, something like this type of technology, you know, a comparable monitor is $300. You know, they're not using great lenses and great screens and everything inside these. I mean, eventually there's going to be burned out pixels and everything else in these, just like any other one. So, you know, the price tag's a little steep, but, you know, if you want to play in this hobby, that's just how it is, unfortunately. So that's my quick, you know, all in a nutshell review about them. If you got the money and you're thinking about switching over to goggles and you have a mini quad, I would say definitely go this route. But if you have a larger quad or a plane, you know, with the walls and everything like that, I think it's just easier to work off of a monitor with those, especially if you're into the camera thing with the gimbals and everything else like that. It is a pain in the neck trying to get these on and off, you know, when you launch and everything like that. When I've used them with planes and with other quads. So let me show you some clips of the DVR footage, which is pretty good. And you can see, you know, what you're going to be getting at there. You know, it's real low quality AVI. The DVR software is really whack too. It's not like, you know, it's not perfect. It's, you know, really cheaply written and buggy. But, you know, again, it's like, what do you expect? They got the hobby cornered. So, It'd be nice to have something a little bit better, but I mean, there's only so many things you can do with a DVR, right? So anyway, here's the footage. That's my review. Like, click, subscribe. Hit me up if you got any questions. Till later, peace.